Hi, I'm David Penn, Research Analyst with Finovate. We're here at FinovateEurope in London, and joining me is Nitzan Nachum. He is the Chief Revenue Officer at BridgeWise. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
I thought before we jumped into some of these questions, maybe you could tell folks a little bit about the work that you do at BridgeWise.
Definitely. So in BridgeWise, I'm the Chief Revenue Officer, meaning I'm in charge for the global sales and the global growth. BridgeWise actually is a B2B enterprise fintech, which I'll elaborate more in a second, but we have offices for BridgeWise from Tokyo and Singapore all the way western through the UAE, the UK, Switzerland, and States and Brazil as well.
Wow, so very much a global international firm.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. That's a lot of coverage. Let's go ahead and start off. What gap would you say BridgeWise was created to fill?
So I'd like to split the answer for two phases.
Okay.
I think the first phase, and that is something that we've also presented on our presentation here today, is that when BridgeWise has been founded, it was about filling the gap of the financial information asymmetry in the market. Okay, for years, for decades, the information has been owned only by professionals or people that are really early adopters of technology and knows how to fill the right information. But for many, and mostly like the retail investors, most of them could have found information about their portfolio only in the news, only through another professional, again, such as their relationship managers or wealth advisors. And that's the first mission that we had. We wanted to, to make it accessible to everyone. Everyone would have the opportunity of having the same information when they are in the process of decision making of whether they want to invest in a certain stock, fund, or any financial asset. So that's the first mission. And when AI came, we understood that our mission is even more important because with AI you can reach information very easily, but you're not getting the right intelligence, meaning there's a lack of expertise. So with AI, and I assume we're going to discuss AI quite a lot, like everyone in these days, but with AI, it's a matter of not only finding the information, but make sure it's an accurate and a trusted one.
That makes a lot of sense. I really appreciate the distinction you made between intelligence and expertise. I don't think that's one that we commonly pick up, but it can be a crucial one, as we're going to talk a little bit more about. Let's talk a bit more, as you mentioned, about AI. What would you say were some of the major changes in financial institutions' attitudes toward AI as things like ChatGPT and generative AI really started to come to the fore?
So I think it's a major change. Like I think as we all know, by the way, even let's put finance aside, we're living in a revolutionary times, okay? Like for me now it's very easy to draw, and I'm the worst drawer in the world. Like I couldn't draw anything, and I can do magic things with AI.
Yeah.
And I think financial institutions feel the same. Like back in 2022, 2023, it was a question of if, and now it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how I'm doing it and what's the best way. And I think that now financial organizations, bank, asset management firms, hedge funds, all of them understand that now they have the capability to upgrade their service using AI solutions. And we see this revolution change. It changes the day-to-day of these organizations.
It's true. Just hearing you say 2022 and 23, I was like, was that yesterday?
Yeah.
But when you stop and think about it, wow, the amount of things that have happened in that short period of time. I want to talk a little bit about the implementations when banks go to implement AI. First, what are some of the things that when they try to do it and it doesn't work? What's usually happened there?
So I think the main problem, and again, now we've seen organizations adapting to this change, it's that you cannot have a generic AI, okay? Like, obviously, ChatGPT, it's great, it's awesome, and it's the engine, but people are looking for, as I mentioned, expertise. Okay, and I think that the main thing is that now banks understand that they need something that is a more vertical AI. Okay, for instance, in our world, it's wealth native AI, meaning I'm building solutions that the bank can adapt, integrate, and fulfill the KPIs of the wealth division. I cannot help them, for instance, with, I don't know, lending solutions, because that's not where I'm at. I'm not able to do them any help with mortgages, because that's not. We need to be more focused, like financial organization needs to be more focused on vertical AI, something that really knows how to answer the specific KPIs that I have as an organization.
Yeah, very good. Again, that intelligence versus expertise point that
Exactly.
you brought up. I'm curious, and again, just thinking about that 22 to now, so 4 years, and then looking forward, where do you see AI taking the wealth tech space in the next few years?
So I think towards more personalized agentic solutions that will be able to fulfill that I will get a 24/7 services from my bank, okay, wherever. A great example for it, it's something that we've launched and presented here in the event, which is Pi, which is our own and only a wealth AI agent in the world that is being able to review your portfolio. Like for instance, okay, so I have a portfolio of 100K US, okay? And I have big exposure to Asia. So I'd like to know if things are happening, what's happening there. So it knows how to analyze it. It knows how to build portfolio. For instance, I have money that I want to invest and I want it to have it in 2 years, 30% return. So we have Pi that knows how to generate it. And thirdly, even to be more active. Something that, again, these days, it's almost hard to do so when you're dependent on the human behind behind the call. But for instance, let's assume that very soon you're gonna get your annual bonus. Congratulations. Now, your relationship manager, it might see it, but it most probably not. And with Pi, they'll be able to say, hey, you can take some of it, you can invest it in here, in the portfolio that I can build for you, and you'll see in 6 months, 5% return for it. So a very proactive approach towards the client in order to make them the most out of their money.
Wow.
And that's the future that we see.
Wow, very, very interesting. I'm thinking maybe following along those lines as wrapping up, could you talk a little bit more about some of the ways that you think that AI is going to shape the investing experience? You gave a great example there about them knowing that incoming funds and being able to say, okay, let's make sure that we don't just have that sitting around. Can you talk about maybe some other ways that you think AI is really going to make an impact on the investing space?
Definitely. I think, again, it's mostly about the experiences where you feel as a customer that you need your own personalized experience, okay? For instance, and there is a lot of data out there about our activities. Now, it should be managed for the good way, meaning, and I'll give you an example, that is something that we know how to operate very well. So 2 of our solutions, one of them is SignalWise. SignalWise is a solution where we're providing personalized insights and analysis for clients based on their preferences. Like for instance, if I'm interested in the aviation world in Asia, and now there is this stock who's booming, and I think there's an opportunity here for my client, I'll be able to offer it for them. Because maybe in terms of the expertise, in terms of my understanding that this client is interested in that, maybe they like to invest. Another thing is, or another product that BridgeWise has, named Bridget, which is BridgeWise Chat, which is our own LLM chat for finance, the only one that is regulated in the world to provide financial advisors. Okay, like I can ask, based on my portfolio, should I invest more in Apple or should I move to another one? But it can be much more macro level questions like, Trump tariffs plan, is it going to affect my portfolio? Am I exposed to it? Or even personalized things like connect me to my advisor or help me to schedule a call with them. So I think the world is leaning towards this personalized, much more efficient services that people are keen on. And again, it's very hard to do it manually, only through human work.
Right.
And now it's much more easy to do it with AI.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. I always remember the old Peter Lynch idea of investing about what you know and just thinking about what's happening now. He's got to be looking down smiling because what you know has just exploded, what you can know and what can be known about you to help you invest the way that you want to. It's fascinating stuff.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us, and we're looking forward to hearing more about BridgeWise in the future.
Thank you. Cheers.